modern piano. All ages are welcome, and the first lesson is always free. Have questions? Call Wendy at 201-207-5169.
For all your community news, sports opinions, and calls, you're listening to the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience.
Do you want your kid to run faster with better running form and conditioning for his or her sport? Then Running Development Academy is the place for him or her. Our training packages fix their form and make them run faster. How about training to run a marathon or just run faster in your respective event? Maybe you just want to learn to run properly and lose weight in the process. Our trainers, a former 800 meters track Olympian and an 8 times world record holder in Masters Track and Field, will get you there. Don't delay. Sign up today at runningdevelopmentacademy.com or contact us at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444 to learn more.
The Strollers present Bruce Norris's Pulitzer Prize-winning play, Clybourne Park, Fridays and Saturdays, November 7th, 8th, 14th, and 15th at 8 p.m., and Sunday, November 9th at 2 p.m. Sunday matinee will be sign language interpreted for the hearing impaired. All performances at the Bergdorf Center for the Performing Arts, 10 Duran Road, Maplewood. Adult tickets, $20. Student senior, $15. For tickets, call 973-761-8453 or visit our website, www.thestrollers.org. Don't stay at home. Come play with the Strollers.
You're listening to the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience. For more, go to SoMore.org to participate in the discussion.
Are you looking for a professional logo design for your website, brand, or business? Then we are the company you are looking for. We are professional graphic designers, and with our skills, we will design a perfect, high-quality logo for you. We work with standout concepts, nice contrasts, and color balance. Please let us know your text for use in logo, web address, color of logo that you want. We will design 3 variations of your logo for you to choose from for only $99.95, with 100% refund of your $99.95 if you're not satisfied. We provide fast delivery and professional design. We also design any size web banner ad for $35. Call us at 347-674-1680. That's 347-674-1680. An operator is standing by to take your call.
This is the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience. We want to hear from you at 973-327-3626 or log on to SoMore.org to let us know your opinion. Do you want to advertise on the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience? You can reach us at 347-674-1680. That's 347-674-1680. An operator is standing by to assist you.
And he called it the West Indies. He said he found a new world, and he expect me to believe. But how could this world be new when it's much older than Adam and Eve? Columbus lied, Columbus lied, Columbus lied, Columbus lied, lied, lied. He said he discovered the whole of America. He never tell nobody how we had to run from Apache. Columbus lied, Columbus lied, Columbus lied so bad. I believe Columbus was mad. The man with the Santa Maria was as brave as a man can be. He sailed on to Venezuela for another discovery. He said he discovered new lands, and he thought that I wouldn't know. He discovered a lot of Indians who discovered the land you enter a strange land, they call you an alien. You got to explain to immigration what is your intention. Columbus didn't have to do that. It just didn't make no sense. His authority was a cock hat, and his passport was violence. Columbus lied. Columbus lied. Columbus lied. Columbus lied, lied, lied. He fooled everybody with a whole lot of fantasy. I don't know why he did it. Maybe he thought the Indians were spirits. Columbus lied. Columbus lied. Columbus lied like hell. I believe his head wasn't well.
We are back with you. It's in the Village with Anselm Marjorie in the South Orange Maple Online Radio Experience. Coming to you every Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. That's 8 to 9:30 p.m. You can reach us here at 973-327-3626. It's 973-327-3626. You can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/SoMoreRadio. That's facebook.com/SoMoreRadio. You can tweet us at SoMoreRadio. That's at SoMoreRadio. You can also call our office at 347-674-1680. And you hear in the background, it's a song from Trinidad and Tobago. Of course, it's sung by a guy called The Mighty Shadow. And the title of that song is Columbus Lied. You know Columbus Lied, right, Marjorie?
Yeah, I think so.
You know they want to change Columbus Day to Discovery Day, right?
Who does?
There's many people in the United States of America. They have been politicking and demanding that they change Columbus Day to Discovery Day.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, it's just real.
Okay.
It's real. Because,
Discovery Day.
yeah, it just passed by. And, so the Spaniards might be very upset.
I think the Italians would be upset. I don't think the Spaniards care that much. It's the Italians that get excited.
You think the Italians would be upset? Okay, you know political history a little better than I do, so I'm not going to argue with that.
Well, I know that's a regional thing. I mean, where I'm from, nobody cared about Columbus Day. But here, it's like, wow, woo, let's take the day off. And that's what my students would want, just to take the day off. They don't care about anything like that.
So what's next, Marjorie?
I mean, it's just something that was bothering me today.
Tell me what's bothering me. Yeah.
So at the 10th grade, we're dealing with the Industrial Revolution, eh?
Okay.
What are you eating, Ansel?
You're live on air.
Okay. I'm sure it's not pork or anything like that. Here we are dealing with the Industrial Revolution, and they read this passage that children would get beat for coming to work late or falling asleep at machines. Mm-hmm. And I had a question. So what abuse happened during the Industrial Revolution? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, you're looking at the answer. The kid says, what's the problem? Mm-hmm. And another one, they said the kids got beat. He says, what's wrong with beating? Mm-hmm. The slaves got beat. Sometimes people need to get beat. Mm-hmm. So then today, when they came back in, I haven't seen them since yesterday. Again, I said, so what do you mean by that, Mr. Jenkins? It's all right. Slaves got beat. People need to get beat.
Who was saying this now?
A student. A black male student. Uh-huh. Then, with the 12th grade, they were doing projects on polls. So one of the projects, polling projects this kid wrote was it okay for people to beat their children? Is it a good old-fashioned ass-whooping okay? With a belt, a switch, a wire. Is that okay?
He said yes.
He said, sure it is.
Yeah, it is.
And you agree with that?
Oh, man, yeah. I agree with that.
See?
A good whooping, man.
This is the kind of stuff that gets me heated.
Well, listen to this.
Well, wait a minute. Hold up.
Okay, all right.
So then a white boy gets up and has almost the same polling question, but it's child abuse okay? So he changed the nature of the question. And then he showed, little white kids with their faces all punched in. And nobody, well, that's bad. And I just find it interesting. So then I go to another class, a teacher that I work with closely, and he's dealing with the same question. But he's looking at it as corporal punishment, and should, schools met out corporal punishment. And is that the same as saying that there's, which is an amendment against cruel and unusual punishment, and that prisoners indeed cannot get beaten, but in some states in the South it's okay to still get swat or paddled in a school. And so he said, how many people think it's okay for schools to spank kids? Stand up. And all the black boys stood up. Only. So what is it with your kind, Anselm, that thinks that that's okay? And is this some holdover from the slave mentality that we have? And this is what's been bothering me. This bothered me all the way home, all day long. Why is it that black people feel it's okay to beat down other people physically, their children? Why is that okay? Now, again, I told you once before when I worked at a little juvenile detention facility, and somehow this question came up, and I said, how many of you guys think it's okay to beat your kids? Everybody, yeah, I'll whoop that ass. They're get all excited. I said, how many? Yep. But I'm like, look, you're all here. Did that really do anything for you? Where does this? It's just like some oppressive gene that keeps coming down. Does it really stop something?
Well, let me use myself as an example. They say that you don't know until you walk a mile in a man's shoes. I use myself as an example. In all my brothers and my one sister, I was the baddest of the bad. I was the smallest and the baddest. And man, I must used to get a whooping 3-4 times a day from my mother. I remember one time I went to school. I was so bad. I didn't care. I was the smallest, and I was a rebel without a cause. I would fight. In Trinidad we had to what's called prefects.
Yes, I know what I had.
Right. So we had prefects in class, and one day, and this is a true story. One day, the prefect told me to sit down. I said, I don't feel like sitting down. He said, well, you got to sit down. I said, no, I don't. I can stand up. He come and tell me, sit. I'm going to report you to the principal. I said, you going to report me to the principal? I ran outside. I got 5 big stones. I came back into school, came back into class, and I pelted every one of them behind him. I didn't hit him, but there was a board in the back that I kind of crushed it. Right? Everybody's like, man, this guy's crazy. He's a nut. I got home. The principal called my mother. Man, I got one whipping. I got such a bad whoop. She whooped my behind. Deserved it. Then we had to come in school and sit down and talk to the principal about how are you going to pay back for the blackboard you just smashed in. And I said to myself, I can't keep on like this, man. I'm getting whooped too much. If I keep on like this, and if there was child abuse in Trinidad and Tobago, my mother would have made about 25 years in jail. I swear to God. And it was not her fault. It was my fault. And I promised myself that I wouldn't whip